What up, guys and girls? Another brand new video coming at you today. And yes, we are finally back for another season of SRL APAC. This is, of course, the Supreme Racing League series that takes place every Friday night. I'm glad to be back racing in this series. Of course, after being in the commentary box for the last couple of rounds for TOR and now only a couple of races in for AOR, it's great to be back with the SRL gang. Albeit there are a few people that have moved on from this series, of course, now that Team Amatic is no longer doing this as like a practice for AOR. I'm now the new home, basically, of SRL. I'm going to be doing my best to bring out a highlights package every single week for all of you guys and girls, because I know everybody wants to see how this league goes. And if you do want to join in this league, I'll probably leave a link down below to the SRL website anyways, to if you want to sign up every Friday night. As you can see, there's Laggy off the side of the road there, so he's had a bit of an off there. As you can tell, I am in the Red Bull for Season 3, and I'm pleased to say I'm back again with my teammate from last season, and is that Matt, who's we've agreed to rejoin again for Season 3. Of course, we did have a good few results in the last season, especially. So it's great to be back with Matt. But set the fastest lap of the time being 1:22.4. It was like nearly like the AOR one. It was complete rubbish, to be honest. But again, it was only a banker lap to see what it was like in the ultra soft tyres. And yeah, still got to work on that coming into the pit lane. But yeah, like I said, there are a few guys that have moved on, not doing this series again. You know, whether they'll come back again in future, who knows? But we'll wait and see. But a couple of the others are back there again, like Ryan, Warden. Who else you got? You got Neon Tridone, DRC Jared. You know, there'd be probably a fair bit of others. There's a few new guys here as well.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:22.4.
So yeah, all in all, it wasn't too bad. You can see Alan Hugo leads the way at the moment. Alan actually, I believe he raced the final round in Brazil last season, which I didn't take part in, but I saw how he had good pace that round. But yeah, there's another newcomer in Derek Kidd as well, who is a Brit Kiwi, if that makes sense. I think it does anyway. But yeah, President Cosby is another one. Has been in AOR, of course, but he's a nice cheeky little corner cut there from Mr. Conrod Strait. Stay, bang, as Penske would like to say it. But yeah, there were a few guys missing from this race. Of course, for most people, it is sort of like a work day, night sort of thing. Like sort of work gets in the way of this, which is yeah, it happens, these sort of things, so it's probably why the numbers are a little bit down. But you see now we've dropped down to P10, and so I waited about 8 minutes, I think it was roughly, to finally go back out. Now I am qualifying this time on the super soft tyres. I am doing the right thing this time, and hopefully not crashing out compared to what happened in AOR. But again, this was always the plan anyway, so of course, I plan to have at least 2 runs, because you can get away with, I think, with 2 runs on the super soft tyres as we let Conrod Strait go through there. But this is off in the first flying lap. Probably got a little bit put off there by Conrod, or just outbroke myself there. But anyway, continued on with the lap nonetheless. And yeah, there was a few little moments along the way. You said these tyres are probably not in the right window per se, but I knew I had another lap, and I probably had a bit more time up my sleeve as well. It was like 50 odd seconds. We actually started to went green a little bit in the final sector, but that's where we're pear-shaped a little bit. So yeah, still got plenty of time. I think we've got a bit of room up our sleeve. So yeah, this is actually going to be my fastest lap around Albert Park. So I'll get a good run out of the final corner here, get the DRS. Going in between, comparing, I'll get my words in a minute. Going between the ERS modes as well on the front straight here. I think for the main straights, I've been told, there's been words going around that he overtakes the best one to use on straights the long straights especially. So, and the hot lap maybe as well. I think I didn't actually use the other ones like high sort of to keep that deployment going, so you don't have enough to the end of qualifying. But make a little mistake going through turn 6, probably locked up a little bit too much there. But yeah, this is now through turn 9 and 10. Ran a little bit wide there. I was actually surprised to get my lap time invalidated there, but anyway, now coming into the fast-flowing 11 and 12 section where you could easily lose it through here. Really nice and cautiously, nice run through there. This is probably where we gain our time a little bit because that's probably where I didn't have the best sector in the final one, but lock up a little bit there. It's probably cost me, I don't know, maybe a couple of tenths at best. Ryan goes for quickness at the moment on provisional pole, but this is probably just going to have to be the best job we can do here. Where do we qualify on the super soft tyres? DRS Open, overtake, I've run out of battery power, but across the line now. I think we do improve. And yes, we do. We go up into P8, which is decent enough. Maybe if I hadn't made a couple of mistakes, I could have got maybe a little bit higher. Maybe somewhere, I don't know, a couple of, this is high. But anyway, Ryan gets pole. No surprise there whatsoever. So he goes, well, 1 minute 20.0. Alan Hugo there in P2 to 1:20.2. Warden in third. You got President Cosby. All those guys plus my teammate Matt are on the ultra soft tyres. They have to start on those. Everybody else on the super softs. Conrad and Aussie Gamer, who you may remember back from, I think, Austria last season. Got in a little bit of controversy there with Neon Tridome. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any more dramas in that race. But here we go to the race strategy. Yeah, simple one stop really. That we are going to take the super softs a bit longer than what the ultra softs, and hopefully there's no carnage on lap 1 compared to AOR. But again, formation lap has been added to this one as well.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
That was a positive thing there. Anyway, thank you, Jeff. But yeah. What are my expectations for this season? Well, I'd hopefully like to get inside the top 10. Maybe get an odd surprise result. There's DRC Jared, who turned up a bit late. He actually was put in the Mercedes car. He's actually supposed to be driving the Ferrari, but hopefully he'll turn up for the next race on time. But actually get a little contact with Neon Tridome, and well, that's pretty much our qualifying. No formation lap, pretty much done and dusted. So apologies to Neon for that one. I was a bit caught out with your braking there, but here we go for a brand new season of SRL APAC Season 3, 5 red lights. Let's do it around Albert Park, and yeah, my starts haven't been too bad. A good start, and Fenn's covering off the inside there straight away, not mucking around, but goes through turn 1. Get a little bit caught up on the curb, and I probably, if I didn't do that, I probably could have gotten away with it. DRC Jared, Conrad and Derek Kidd go by. Teammates gone. Goes Jared. He's gone way off the circuit. A little bit of contact with Derek Kidd. So that's put DRC Jared back to the pretty much the back of the pack now, all on his own. Now through turn 6 we go. Pretty clean. Not surprising. Didn't actually turn anybody around. Didn't turn Derek Kidd around, which was very pleasing anyway. So there's my teammate up the inside of Conrad straight, and there's a little bit of contact there with here Conrad. So old Conrad getting very sideways there. Matt's going to have a look at the inside here. Got to be so careful here. Alan Hugo says the fast left at the moment. Now here comes Derek Kidd up the inside into Toro Rosso. We'll think about it then. Turn 1 to be risky. And thankfully he backs out of it. That's now see if he continues on through here. It was a little bit of a battle pack starting to form here with us four. Felt like maybe Conrad was starting to hold us up a little bit. Got Aussie Game not far behind, and well, the rest of the gang have pretty much just gone away. Alan Hugo, I think, is leading the way from Ryan. And I think Neon Trino is probably the last one out of that first pack. But yeah, straight through here now into turn 8. And interesting, Conrad just pulls aside there, which I thought it was very kind of him to do, but it didn't necessarily need to, but they probably just thought it was better off to let us three go and do our own thing, which is, and DRC Jarrett's now out of the race. So not a great start to the new season for Jarrett. 2 laps in and he's pretty much gone. So anyway, we'll continue on for the rest of this race. So hanging on behind here, trying to hang on, pretty much in 10th in the points. To get a little bit sideways through turn 1, which wasn't ideal. Lost all the momentum I had to Derek Kidd, but now through turn 5, sorry, it was a little bit wide there. I think you'll see a majority of this race as well, however many times I went wide through a turn 5, and there was a little bit of a moment there as well, but now we are starting to catch up to a little bit of traffic on lap 4. As Derek Kidd has a big moment coming out of the final corner. Going to get a nice run here, hopefully up the inside. And there you go, that's position 9. Now we chase after the teammate who's just not far up the road. I can't really see who's fighting with at the moment, but possibly one of the, who is it, a Williams car? Might be Fence, I'm not sure. We are starting to gain a little bit on the guys that have probably started on the ultra soft tyres, I'm not sure, but Fence actually may have started on super soft, my bad, but you get a warning there. Was that only warning 1? I can't remember, it might be warning 2, but make a meal of it. Come out of the final corner, lose all my momentum, and well, not the greatest into lap 5 as President Cosby now into the lane for his first stop early on lap 6. So whether he can take those soft tyres all the way to the end, who knows, but it's going to be a long shot. But the amount of ground we've lost compared to the guys in front. But now a bit further on lap 6, Warden's now in the lane, so this will be probably the start of a few laps where the guys on the ultra softs will come in. I think my teammate's pitting this lap as Warden's now out of the race. I think he had a big lose coming out of that 11-12 section, which is easy to do. You look at any of my highlights from Australia in any of the leagues so far, there's a lot of people getting caught out with curbs so far this season, and it's just something they've got to be so cautious about, especially this season, because the curbs are deadly. But yeah, that's warning cut number 2, I think. So we're sitting in P3 at the moment, obviously second of the super soft runners. A little slide coming out of the turn 12 section there.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the
so we're still pushing on here. I think the lap we wanted to hit was about lap 11 as we get a 3-second time penalty. So that doesn't really help my cause. Yeah, pretty much on my own here. You can see Neon's and can't really tell who the other dot is. Probably Laggy a bit further up the road. They've got quite a gap compared to us. But it wasn't long. Actually, Ryan did come in as well, but I was pushing on as much as I could. But at that point, I thought, yeah, the tyres are pretty much dead, so it might be time to pit this lap. So I was still keen to push on and run a little bit wide again through turn 5. But yeah, Ryan's the car behind. He's only doing the 1 stop, I believe. So, and to get another warning there. So that's the 4th warning for this race. But this is, yeah, I was still pushing anyway. And if Ryan was starting to catch, so I thought, yeah, may as well just get out of it now and just come into the pits now. Hopefully not speed into the pits, but that's now gone out the window because I misjudged my braking marker, and another 5-second stop go penalty. Anyway, soft tyres on, away we go. So now I've got that hanging over my head as well, so I really haven't learned from AOR at all about the speed limit around here. So we should pop out, I think. Where do we pop out in?
Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound.
There's only still 12 runners though, so another 2 retirements and everybody will be scoring points. But we come out ahead of Derek Kidd, who's been on much warmer soft tyres for a little bit now. As you can see, the proximity arrow is getting a little bit closer now for that Toro Rosso. So actually he has a much better run here compared to me. Coming onto the front straight here, I'm using every single bit of overtaking rich mode. Look at it, he's just literally pushing me down the front straight here. I'm going to move to the inside. I'll leave a little bit of room, but and actually got another warning for that matter as well. Well, I had really no choice, but yeah, Derek Kidd is interesting sort of guy. He's got the odd bit of pace, no doubt about it. He may shock a few people, may get a surprise result throughout the season, but now I think we've finally cleared him a little bit. But next up is an Aussie gamer, who, like I mentioned, if you watch the Austria video from last season, you'll know who he is. So we get a nice run here on him, and I think he's only doing the one going long here, but we get up the inside and helps us a little bit with getting past Derek Kidd. Holds him up a little bit, so now finally we can have a bit of fresh air. Next up is probably Conrad. I think it's just pitted now as we speak, so yes he does. So now we're having to PA. Next up the road is V-Fens, as there's another penalty. Make that 6 seconds worth of penalties now, so this is really not helping my cause. I haven't really learned from my mistakes in Australia in AOR, so we're continuing on. Lap 16, there's still another corner cut there, still haven't learned. So actually Fens has actually got past my teammates, so as well, I think, from memory. So and President Cosby's in again, so go for the super soft tyres. It's probably going to be a long shot really to get those tyres to the end, but it ran a little bit wide into the gravel at the exit of turn 14. It did start to pull away from Derek Kidd there, as you can probably tell, and really gapping him now here. I think I set my personal best this lap, which is a 1:24.244. It's actually my fastest that whole race, but now lap 19, there's another penalty.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident. Our gap behind is 10.3 seconds.
And that was another thing I was worried about, because you saw then President Cosby set the fastest lap of the race, and he's actually just got by Derek Kidd as well. So that was the next person I was worried about, because you can see there the gap. I think it was about 9 seconds back to Cosby. I didn't actually know at the time how many penalties he had, so at this point I would literally lose 7th place, I should say. But the gap did come down to 9 seconds, but it did go back out to 13 seconds because I think he made an error. I can't remember exactly where it was. You probably saw it on the map there somewhere, but yeah, he was showing really good pace, and I'll put my hand up there. That was dead set a corner cut, but no, we're still pushing on here. Not the end of the world here, so, and well, that definitely is another corner cut, so yeah, the gap went back out to 13 seconds. We are starting to close in a little bit on my teammate here, who's been on those soft tyres for a bit longer than I have, but there is yellow flags down in the front straight. What's happening here? And it's a Williams, it's Fens. He's had a moment on the front straight here, so I'm going to go on the outside here, and makes it so easy. Thank you, Fens. But I think he may have copped a little bit of front wing damage from that. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's run very wide there, as you can tell from that footage. But so that's put us up in P6, and get another penalty from a trouble, so I still haven't learned.
Go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
And I think the gap behind was probably starting to drop again. Is it 11 seconds?
The time last lap was a 1:25.2. They have a time penalty of 12.0.
Now that was critical as well, because the he has got 12 seconds of penalties, I think, President Cosby, as Derek Kidd's out of the race. He crashed at the 11-12 section there, I believe. That was the tyre wear. It is starting to build up a little bit. So, yeah, you can see now closing up a little bit on my teammate, as, again, I still haven't learned from it. Probably maybe had something to do with the setup.
The gap to the car behind is 9.4 seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 11 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:24.6. They have a time penalty of 12.0. This is your final lap of the race.
So yeah, we're pretty much now on the way home. The gap, the penalties is still 12 seconds with Cosby, so I think we're pretty much equal on penalties wise.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
They actually set a purple sector time there. Probably not the fastest, but yeah, tyre wear's probably really starting to kick in now. So now nearly been it there, coming out of turn 13, but This is a good result for both of us Red Bulls, because sitting in P5 and P6, fairly decent result. It probably could have been a little bit better had I not made a few bottles along the way, but no, P6 will take that. It was a nice finish in the end with my teammate. Neon Tridane, I think, just crashed out as well coming across the line, but yeah, no surprise at all. Ryan is the winner over Alan Hugo and Neon Tridome, so correct me, I think this is the first time we've had three, no Australian flags on the podium. We've got 2 Kiwis and a Singaporean, so may correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, I only just picked that up while I'm doing this recording. Anyway, so at level 14, but there's those results. We do actually maintain P6, so and my teammate didn't have a single penalty, the lucky bugger, but yeah, Ryan, Alan Hugo, Neon Tridome in 1, 2, 3. And Neon had a good battle with Laggy, but in the end, Laggy finished 4th, and you got Cosby 7th. Fens finished 8th. What could have been Conrod 9th, and Aussie Gamer finishes in the 10. Ignore the person in P11. He was just a randomer. And then poor old Derek Kidd, Warden, and DRC Jared finished in the DNFs. There's the championship standings. Nothing much to point out there, but importantly, Red Bull are in 2nd position in the Constructors. Force India obviously lead the way. I think we're pretty much equal with McLaren, or maybe a couple of points ahead. I'm not sure. But anyway, there you go. That was round 1 of SRL APAC. So if you did enjoy it, be sure to give it a big smash on that like button. Leave a comment down below what you thought of the race. Subscribe to my channel for plenty more SRL content on F1 2018. Plus plenty more video gaming content as well. I'll probably leave a link as well to the SRL website and the Twitch chat, their Twitch channel and their YouTube channel, because they do have a highlights package, and of course Mitchie and Owens are doing the commentary this season, so yeah, you'll be able to keep your eyes on that one. But what else do I need? Social media links are down in the description, and don't forget to hit that bell button as well so you don't miss any new content from my channel. Until the next race, which is of course the dreaded Bahrain Grand Prix, which I'm not looking forward to at all. It is goodbye, and I'll see you all next time.